J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya. Right here doing God's work. Bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore. J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.
That's right. You done boarded the train. Life After the Collar with your boy J-Mad. Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that your boys are on. I hope you all have had a great day today. My day was not really eventful, per se. However, I got a lot accomplished. Working on the play, trying to get that in my system and get that done, and you know, it's crunch time now. So we're gonna hopefully be able to do what we need to do. We'll be able to do what we need to do and make it do what it's supposed to do. All right. It is Wednesday. They'll make it kind of like a wind down Wednesday. Hopefully y'all, those that's in the gym. I got some. If you still go to the gym, I still got you a little hype. But we're gonna take it easy, cool. We may finish up the conversation tonight that we've been dealing with. What are things that we need to share with our children? It's important. We talked about finances. We talked about relationship. We talked about how, I think we talked about, I'll go further into that, I think. We talked about, protecting yourself, especially our young ladies. So we talked about a whole bunch of things. The phone number to the show, 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607, 864-897-9607. And we'll make it do what it do. Let's ride it. Have a couple of songs I really want to just open up with. I fell in love with a few songs the last few days. I just fell in love with some.
Jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. I'm jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind that ripples through your clothes. It's closer than your shadow. Oh, I'm jealous of the wind. 'Cause I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. I'm jealous of the nights that I don't spend with you. I'm wondering who you lay next to. Oh, I'm jealous of the night. I'm jealous of the love. Love that wasn't here. Gone for someone else to share. Oh, I'm jealous of the love. 'Cause I wished you best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. As I sing in the sand, watch you slip through my hands. Oh, as I die here another day, yeah. All I do is cry behind a smile. I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me.
Mainstream enough, yeah. Would you consider us changing some stuff? Oh, like everything about who you are. No offense, we're just trying to make you a star. But I must admit, I'm claustrophobic. I have a hard time trying to fit into your small mind. And I have a habit of dreaming bigger than anything I can see right in front of me. PJ, you're not quite straight enough. Thug life, my nigga, act a little more tough. Oh, can you switch your style up a little more? You can be yourself later, for now we need the radio. But I must admit, claustrophobic, I have a hard time trying to fit into your small mind. And I have a habit of dreaming bigger than anything that I can see right in front of me. Can't see the forest for for the trees, the movement for the breeze, standing on my own feet. Can't see what you might want from me. Think it's better if we be ourselves. They clutch into my talents more than Catholics do a rosary. Steady ass, where that accent travel? You from New Orleans? Go so. Why I dabble with negative energy when all I really fiend is a posse sensibility? Not the hardest rapper, but I'm bout it much as Master P. Don't play with me. 5-0 for my home, don't you know that? Flooding through the streets, you should probably take a Kodak. Photosynthesized, sprouting right in front your eyes. Made a trip to Cali and came back a different guy. Living through the same eyes, riding Uber, still got drive. Been the truest, never lie. And I need a little space, cause I'm better doing me. Just recite if you relate, yeah.
I'm claustrophobic, have a hard time trying to fit into your small world. And I have a habit of dreaming bigger than anything I can see right in front of me.
You're listening to your boy J Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. Shout out to EZSilentHustle.com, EZSilentHustle.com. Y'all go by there and check her out. That's the letter E, the letter Z, SilentHustle.com. She has some great new things, services. I'm not even going to bring up the products. We talk about the products all the time. But she has some great services that's coming up, especially for entrepreneurs. You're trying to push your social media stuff, your website. She builds websites. She helps you push your current website further up Google and all this other stuff. I don't know half the stuff that she can do, but it's geared towards you're not spending a lot of money on marketing stuff the traditional way. Social media is the way to market now. Social media is the way to market now. So she teaches you about Instagram. She's been trying to teach me about Instagram and how to work Instagram. I'm just now even putting pictures. I very rarely, in the past, would I put up my. The only reason I even have a Instagram page is because my sons were the ones a few years back. Dad, you need to get a Instagram. I had no idea what it was. Still don't know what it is. I don't see the purpose of it. However, .com, .org, and .net, it is the preferred way of marketing your business. Instagram apparently is the way to go. She hooked me up on my Facebook page, and I think late last week, Thursday maybe, she did something. And because I've always wanted to reach the 5,000 mark on my page, I looked this morning. I'm over 4,000 on followers, and we vet them. She showed me how to vet them and make sure I got the right people. But I mean, every day I get about at least 200 requests, and whatever she did, it worked. It really did, because I'm trying to push my acting and modeling stuff. I really wish I could talk about the project that I just did this week, Monday. And it's really good. It's dealing with domestic violence. One of my friends here in Atlanta, it's a project. I know it's a book, and the photos are going to be a part of a book, but I think it's going to also be part of a bigger campaign as well. But it's dealing with domestic violence. I was honored. Matter of fact, I was just on her video a few minutes ago. I was honored that she contacted me. I never met her before this thing. I just knew she was a Facebook friend, and I guess I started pushing a lot of my modeling and my new acting and stuff like that, and I was able to use both Monday. So it was really cool, really cool. However, it was for a greater purpose. I told y'all before, I always wanted what I do with my modeling, with all of my talents. God, let all of my talents be used for you, to glorify you, to do what it do. We're getting ready to go into our motivational moment. Oh, October the 6th. I just did Easy Silent Hustle. October the 6th is going to be a great day. I know it's a great landmark in my life. I have flyers on my, I guess that's what you would call it, a flyer, poster, whatever you call it, picture of the October event on my Facebook and Instagram. If you are a friend of mine, please post it on your page if you do not mind. And it's the one, not the one with just me by myself. I prefer you use the one with the three major characters on the front. You'll see me, my stage wife, and my stage daughter on the front. Use that one, please. It will help me so much. They were down in Noonan today, matter of fact, at the auditorium, and doing some stuff, trying to figure it. So it looks like we're going to be able to get in there a day early and do some stuff. So that'll be cool. All right, October the 6th in Noonan, Georgia. Not All Wounds Heals. October the 6th in Noonan, Georgia. The stage play, Not All Wounds Heal, starring your boy J-Man. My daughter is played by a young lady by the name of Wantika. If you're into American Idol, you may remember her. She was on American Idol, I think 2 seasons ago. She made it all the way to Hollywood. She's from Alabama, and Miss Charles is my stage wife. She is Haitian, but she's from Maryland. She's Haitian, and she's gonna throw some of that. And you can hear it in her voice whenever you're talking. If you've been on a radio show, you've heard her before. So y'all come out and hang out with her. We got some funny characters. The producer, writer, director, he's going to play 2 characters. He's going to play Grandpa Skittles. And if you're following him on Facebook or Instagram, he has a lot of videos that he has, the YouTube thing that's going around now. And people have these characters that they play in all the different videos. Well, he has a character called Grandpa Skittles. He has a character that he called Grandpa Skittles that he's been doing those little short, funny clips things. Well, he threw him in the play. So Grandpa Skittles is in the play. But he also plays my grandson. He plays my grandson. So it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great, great, great show. I have one of my friends. He used to be my next door neighbor. Jay. Jay is going to play Dr. Vandale. Real cool brother. He's going to play Dr. Vandale, who ends up being my son-in-law. So it's going to be a great, 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 great play. October the 6th, noon in Georgia. October the 6th, noon in Georgia. Make sure y'all, I really want y'all to there. Y'all quiet in the chat room, but that's cool. Everybody, hey. Everybody, hey, in the chat room. Michelle, Whitney, get your rest. Deanna. Let's see somebody. I almost clicked the wrong button. So hopefully everybody is enjoying themselves. Let's go ahead and get into our motivational moment, and I'm going to do it this way. Tommy Harris, I put it on my Facebook page today, but I want you to listen to this.
I don't have long to be up here. My father would say I have enough time to make a sandwich. I wish I could speak a meal, but they only gave me so many seconds. But I just want to take advantage of this moment. About 5 years ago, I lost my wife to a brain aneurysm. And I remember sitting in the same auditorium just like you were. We were in Indianapolis, and me and her were sitting here, and I was watching a man come up there also and talk about how he lost his wife. And as I was sitting there in the audience, I was only married for 30 days at that moment. And I didn't know 11 days later I would lose my wife. So my job, we won't all, because I realized that death is a thing that happens in life. It's not a thing that happens to life. So my job is to go and tell everyone that is living to make life count. Make it count. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. And as you breathe today, when was the last time you took a big, deep breath? As I pulled my wife's monitor off and she took her last one, right now, take a deep one. Let it out. As long as you have that in your body, you got the Brady effect. That at any moment, I got time on the clock. I can come back at any moment. I know things happen in my life, but I can make a change at any moment. So I came here today to tell you, to encourage all of you that's going through a difficult time, that trouble don't last always. That I've never seen a cloud sit over one person's house for a long time. This too shall pass. It has to. So my job today to tell you all while you're here to endure this thing. We've been made to endure the night, but our joy will come in the morning. Thank you, guys.
That was Thomas Harris. He was at the that was the Super Bowl Gospel Fest couple of years ago. That was at the Super Bowl Gospel Fest. He was a football player for, I think, the Patriots. I think he used to play for the Patriots. He made a statement, though. Make life count. So my motivational thought today is this. What number are you on? What number are you on? Make life count. I had to understand, and I really had to get a grip of my own pity party. I had to come and get a grip of my own desire to want to sit under the auspice of woe is me. I had to learn, and I learned it the hard way, and it took me a long time. Everything that happens to us happens for a reason. And if we do not understand the reason, we will stop counting our blessings. We will stop counting our opportunities. We will stop counting our desires. We would stop counting our dreams. We will stop counting our opportunities. We will stop counting the doors that are being opened to us. Everything that happens to us is a part of God's plan for us. Everything that happens to us is a part of God's plan that is a part of what He has for us. We cannot minimize the bad days and celebrate the bad and celebrate the good ones. Matter of fact, I'll tell you something that the Bible teaches us. He says that we should be crying the day that we were born and celebrating the day that we die. Here's why. The world, this life that we live is full of trouble. Whenever we pass away, it's a good thing because I'm in a better place. But before you die, what are you doing in order to make that dash in the years that you're born and the date, the year that you die? How much importance are you giving to that dash? What are you doing in life? Have you stopped living? Have you stopped growing? Have you stopped learning? Have you stopped giving? Have you stopped using the talents that you have, the gift that you have been given, all because of the bad days? He said, Tommy Harris just said, he never seen a cloud just permanently set over a house. Eventually, the cloud will run out. Eventually, that rain and that cloud will eventually ride out. So my question to you, are you still counting? And what number are you on? Do not count yourself out in this day, in this time, in this age, in this phase in life. Do not count yourself out. There's too much out here to gain. There's too much out here for you to do. There's too much out here for you to see. There's too much out here for you to be. So stop not counting. Matter of fact, we should be walking around with a check box or a list of things that we're doing, a list of things that we're counting. I remember at the beginning of this year, I just finished probably one of the hardest storms that I've ever had to go through in life. And as I said at the beginning, the end of last year, the beginning of this year, I was wondering, not even wondering. I was saying to God, this is it. I'm done. There's nothing else for me. There's nothing else for me to do. There's nothing else for me to say. And God switched that thing around and put me on a different plateau, put me on a different playing field that I never saw coming. I was the host of a book signing Saturday, and a lot of people that came I knew from years of ministry, just years of being in ministry. And one guy who I really respect very, very much, so he came up to me and he said, hey doc, I really need to talk to you about this life after the collar, because it seems strange or whatever, but I got to talk to you because it seemed like that's where I'm supposed to be. I had other brothers and other ministry leaders to walk up to me that said, hey, keep doing what you're doing, because that's what we need in this world. I thought I was strange. I thought that I just needed to give up. I thought I needed to just go stand in the corner. I thought that I was doing whatever I'm doing in this season was just to pass time by. However, I'm finding out that I somehow, some way, God gave me new breath in my body. In the sports, we call it a second wind. A second wind. That means your leg, you done played all of the minutes, you done boxed, you done played all of those football time minutes in the game, basketball, but then all of a sudden you will reach a plateau where you get your second wind. And when you get your second wind, it's when you do your greatest work. If I were you, I would tell you this. Get your second wind. Get your second wind and stand up, stand out, and do exactly what you're hearing God tell you to do. Get your second wind. Don't stop counting. Whatever you do, don't stop counting. Make each and every day that we live worth fighting for. Make every day worth fighting for. All right? That's your motivational moment. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify.
She's been down and out, she's been wrote about, she's been talked about constantly. She's been up and down, she's been pushed around, but they held her down. NYC, she has no regrets, she accepts the past. All these things they help to make she's been lost and found, and she's still around. There's a reason for everything, yeah. You know I've been holding on, tried to make me weak, but I still stay strong. Put my life all up in these songs, just so you can feel me, so you can get the real me. Take me as I am, or have nothing at all. Nothing at all. Just take me as I am, or have nothing at all. She's older now, she's wiser now, can't disguise her now. She don't need no one telling her what to do and say, no one telling her who to be. She's on solid ground, she's been lost and found, and she answers to G-O-D. And she's confident this is not the end. Ask me how I know, 'cause she is me. Yeah. No, I've been holding on, trying to make me weak, but I still stay strong. Put my life all up in these songs, just so you can feel me, so you can get the real me. As I am, or have nothing at all. Just take me as I am, focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the soap, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you. Stuck on your phone or you're stuck in your zone, and you don't ever cook, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Lazy and broke, know we get this money, so I guess I can't complain. But I feel alone even when we're alone, and that don't cost a thing, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up, yeah. I wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Yeah. Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Yeah. Baby, can you focus on me? Baby, focus. Can't you see? I just wanna love you, baby. Look me in my eyes. Ooh. Fragrance of your voice, you're the color of loyal. My favorite sound is your smile. I'm intoxicated with joyful. Oh, I am moved by you. Oh, I am moved by you. I feel you on the bottom of my feet, the very blush in my cheek. I love the taste of the words you don't say. You're the very meaning of peace. I am a 10,000 petal flower unfolding in this moment. I feel so vulnerable and so empowered. It's everything is nothing is perfect. Oh, I am moved by you. Oh, I am moved by you. You're the eyes of a child. You're a
sleeping with a goal. My stock is down and out. I used to be with my maiden girl. That was before the Great Depression kicked in and rocked us. And that was before the hurricane came in and stopped us. I told you to leave, but you lied to me when you said that. Maybe no worries, I promise to get us back. Oh, no sorries, just wouldn't do it. Our heart is obliterated. I'm trying to travel through, but it's like moving mountains. It's like moving mountains. Hey. But I keep climbing and hoping things will change. Then the sky turns gray, the water from the rain washes progress away. It's like moving mountains. It's like moving mountains. Why you just leave me? Just leave me be. Just leave me. Just leave me be. Why you just leave me? Just leave me be. Why you just leave me? Just leave me be. Oh, oh. Be oh, oh. She don't touch me, I don't touch her. We ain't really even ever say a word. I really wanna give her everything she deserves, but the vibe took away the girl. She thinks that I'm full of it. Arguments always piss, man, I'm tired. Every kiss that I miss, girl, you know I'm trying. You never believe when I say, and I never believe it when you say I love you, and I shouldn't complain about it. I should take it like a man and walk up out it. We will never be the same. Oh, I've been standing in gas, and you have been the flames. I'm no sorry, just wouldn't do it. Her heart is obliterated. I'm trying to get through. Gotta move this mountain. It's like moving mountains. But I keep climbing and hoping things would change. Then the sky turns gray, and the water from the rain washes progress away. It's like moving mountains. It's like moving mountains. Baby, why you just leave me? Just leave me. Just leave me. Just leave me. Why you just leave me? Just leave me. Why you just leave me? Just leave me. Must be a slow down that I'm traveling on. It feels so wrong. I'm really holding on. See, no matter what it takes, I'm gonna get it together, baby. Yeah. These hills that I'm traveling up, she ain't showing me love. I'm down on my love. Ooh, I'm down. I'm no sorry, just wouldn't do it. Her heart is obliterated. I'm trying to travel through, but it's like moving mountains. It's like moving mountains. I keep climbing and hoping things will change. The sky turns gray, the water from the rain washes progress away. It's like moving a mountain. I'm trying to move this mountain. Baby, why you just leave me? Just leave me. Just leave me. Just leave me. Why you just leave me? Just leave me. Just leave me. Just leave me. Baby.
That's right. You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Thank y'all so much. Y'all said y'all like that playlist. Look, I think I put together a good playlist for tonight's show. And so this week, Monday, Tuesday, this is Wednesday now, we've been having some great conversations about things that we need to tell our children. Not just when they're little, but I'm talking about even when they get adults. I think the conversation needs to change. Not that you're trying to be their friend, but when they start reaching a certain area, I think that there's a certain focus that we need to bring our children to. And so here's what I want. Here's what I need. Here's what I need. I desire this. The phone line is open, 864-897-9607. Again, that's 864-897-9607. You can do the phone line. Those that's not in the chat room, I see y'all. Shout out to those that's not in the chat room but listening in. I appreciate you. But if you're in the chat room, I need, and it's quicker if you do it in the chat room. I want you all to share something, whether it's life experience, something that life has taught you. Let me put a nickel in the meter right here. Hey, Grandma Whitney is with her grandma. She's listening to the show. Hey, Grandma, love your kisses. Take care of old girl down there. But here's, okay, my time ran out on the meter. Here's what I need. Y'all put it in the chat room, and I'll say it over the air. If you don't want to call into the show, I'll say it on the air. But I think all of us have different life experiences, things that has taught us individually that we need, because it takes a village to raise our children. And even when they become young adults, we're still raising them in a sense, because we have wisdom that they don't know about. And so even, my two oldest sons, their voices are deep and they're taller and bigger than me. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. I was thinking about doing this. I want to do this. And I have to share with them a lot of times the dumb decisions I made in life that they're about to make. Now, I don't tell them what to do. I just simply share my story with them. What is something that you all that's listening in Radio Land, you're listening to Radio Land, that you would share with the young folks? Let's just not say your child, but let's say the children and young adults in general. And I don't want to talk, little kids per se. I mean, we can, but these young teenagers and young adults that they're making this transition into adulthood, because adulting is real, and if they're not prepared, it'll chew them up and spit them back out. So y'all still quiet in the chat room, and I don't want. See, my thing is this: I try my best to make this a talk show, so that we can make this more interactive. Let me go ahead and put this out since we're there and we're talking about making this a talk show. I may end up getting rid of Life After the Collar radio broadcast and merge it with another program, and it become a television type thing. We may do a television type thing. My badge is coming back. So Grandma missed all my shout out to her. I done shouted out her and everything. Hey, Grandma. Y'all make sure. So what I want y'all to do is share some life experience that y'all think that y'all not even think that y'all know. That y'all know that these young folks need to hear. These young adults, these millennials, whatever y'all call them. Y'all keep telling me I mess up that word. So y'all tell me, y'all let's have a conversation with them. I don't want to because I don't want this conversation to be lopsided. I did this. I really have this show so it can give people a voice, a platform to share their stories, to share their testimonies, to share their life experience. Y'all know I done shared a lot, especially in these last 3 days, of stuff that I done went through. Yes, the lady came in the room, came in to run some tests. Okay, so here we go. Y'all share y'all stories. Y'all, what? We talked about. I know we talked about finances and the importance of keeping. Because one of the things when it comes to finances and especially credit, I had to teach my son. I said, keep your credit on point. Don't waste it. I remember, man, when I first married their mom, I had some good credit. They were throwing stuff at me. Anyhow. So what is it that y'all would share? I'm waiting in the chat room, and ain't nobody said nothing. I really do need y'all to express yourselves. Express yourself. I would tell one of the things that I would tell my sons, and I actually sat down the other day and Monday when my middle son and I went and had lunch together. One of the things that I was teaching him is when it comes to your heart, guard it. I know a lot of times women, you all go through a lot more than us men. Granted, I understand it. We men can be crazy, selfish. But one of the things that I told my son, because when a man gets hurt that first time, he tells himself he'll never get hurt again that way. And so we become protective and majority of the time way overprotective of our heart. That's why it's easy for us to walk away, not understanding that we are hurting the other person that we're in a relationship with. So that's one of the things that I share with my son. So relationship could be one, finances could be another, career choices. You know, one of the things that I'm learning is that you're going to find it's one thing to work. It's another thing to be in your career. It's a whole different Lord have mercy. I was just looking at the news. I'm sorry. They misspelled the word on a whole entire airplane. And so we have to the things that we really need to share with our children. And I'm gonna go to another music break. Hopefully y'all will come back. It's okay to be selfish with you. Just say no and cut people off. Yes, I had to learn that one. Learn to cut people off. The art of T.D. Jakes described it as this: the art of saying goodbye. The art of saying goodbye. So we'll get back into some music since y'all don't want to share y'all life story.
Yo, what up? This Wyclef with Mary J. Serenade the girls with my acoustic guitars. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fellas having problems with the chicks. I want you right now to turn the lights down low. Pull your girl up next to you. I want you to sing these words.
If Steph comes for me tonight, girl, I want you to know that I love you. And no matter how tough I would appear, only to you I would reveal my tears. Tell the police I ain't home tonight. Messing around with you is gonna give me life. But when I look into your eyes, man, you're worth that sacrifice. Yeah. If this is the kind of love that my mom used to warn me about, man, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. If this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, man, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. I need y'all to do me a favor. Someone please call 911.
Pick up the phone, yo.
Tell them I just been shot down, and the bullets in my heart, and it's piercing through my soul. Feel my body getting cold. Someone
kind of love that your mom used to warn you about. Mary, you're in trouble.
I'm in real big trouble.
You're in real big trouble.
Lord knows I'm in trouble.
If this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, man, I'm in trouble.
I'm in real big trouble.
I'm in real big trouble. You got anything to say, girl?
Someone please call 911. Yeah.
Pick up the phone, yo.
Tell them I just got shot down. Tell them I just got shot down. And it's piercing through my soul.
I'm losing blood, yo.
Feel my body getting cold.
Someone please call 911.
Can you do that for me?
The legend is selling. Was 5'1", and she shot me through my soul.
And he shot me through my heart.
Feel my body.
He didn't care, he didn't worry, he didn't wonder.
Why clever Mary J. Blige? I'm feeling it, girl. I understand.
Can you do it? Will you do it? Would you do it? Would you do it? Sometimes you can work it out. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're forced to watch everything fall apart inside of your hands. Sometimes leaving is easy. Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it hurts to know the love in your head is slowly fading away. You can say whatever you like, as long as we just say goodbye. Blame it on me, say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. I really don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, cheater, say anything that you want, as long as it's I ain't a quitter, I just ain't the type. I tried to see it through, I tried to make it to the finishing line. Who you thought it was meant to be, I admit so did I. Every once in a while you think you figured it out, sometimes you're not right. You can say whatever you like, so long as we just say goodbye. Blame it on me, say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. I really don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, cheater, say anything that you want, as long as it's over. Yes, I love you, but I really gotta lose you. Freedom's where I wanna be. Yes, I'll probably always love you, but I'm moving. I gotta do this for me. Say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. I really don't care, I ain't crying no more. Say I'm a liar, a cheater, say anything that you want. Blame it on me, say it's my fault, say that I left you outside in the cold with a broken heart. Don't care, I ain't crying no more.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. We've been talking about things this week. We've been talking about things that we need to share with our children. And I just opened up the chat room. I proposed a conversation a question to the chat room, and to those that are listening live, you can dial in at 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. Deanna was sharing her story, and she shared how she became a single parent, when her daughter was 2 years old, after her daughter's father passed away from leukemia. I promised my daughter that I would not become a statistic and prove that a single parent can still earn a master's degree, be a homeowner, travel to U.S., in her case for free because of her job, and have a healthy saving and retirement plan, plus, not to mention, almost debt-free. She says she's not including student loans. They don't count. Right. She goes on later on and says that she shared with her daughter this: don't let society dictate your future. You can be whomever, whatever you desire. Pray to God. Be specific. Let him reveal his plan for you. Then have to put that plan in motion. Then you have to put that plan in motion. By the way, I was 17 when I had my daughter, single parent by 19, and beat all odds against me. A little country girl from Louisiana. If I can do it, she tells her daughter, you can do it. It's a very and I personally know Deanna, and I know her story, and I am so impressed with through the years how Deanna has grown and has done so many different things in her walk. Not only in her walk with Christ, because a lot of times we talk about, I walk with Christ, but also the walk with yourself. Dee has done so many different things and has made me proud through the years. Her daughter is a beautiful young lady that has graduated from West Georgia. Beautiful young lady, just got engaged this year. The wedding is upcoming, and so it is amazing, her story. And I can only imagine 17. You have this new baby girl, future looking bright. And then all of a sudden, this stone out of nowhere comes and knocks you down. And here's why I'm proud of Deanna the most. Not because she said those things to her, but she went out and did them. She became the role model for her daughter. And see, our problem in our community is this: we've always pushed the position of role model off to superstars and to this person. Even a lot of times we even push it out. We want our pastors to be their role model. No, that role models need to be living in our homes. That role model lives in your home, and this is just real talk. That person that gave birth to you, that person that helped raise you, that should be your role model. That's why, and I shared the other day how I had to go back and apologize to my sons, because I want to be my son's role model. But I always say this, and I say it once or twice a year. I tell my sons, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. When it comes to your life, I'm the bottom of the barrel. When it comes to your life, I'm the bottom of the barrel. That's where that's the starting point. Me. You should always strive to be better than me. That's why I try to share it, and this is one of the things that I want us to understand with this conversation, I had to learn that I needed to go back and share some of my issues and problems that I went through in life with my sons. I only have boys. So my life can be an example for them. Not so much what to do. And I'm a firm believer on this. I don't want my sons, my life to be the example of what to do. I want it to be what not to do. I want them, I think the greater lesson that they will learn from me is not what to do. It's what not to do. I didn't have, my grandfather was my role model. The only thing, whenever I think of a role model, if anybody ever asks me, who is your role model, I'm going to automatically say Lewis Madison. To me, he was a perfect man. He raised us hard. That's because it was old school way of raising us. But that's my role model. It wasn't until later on in life that I learned that in my grandfather's younger days that he was a mess. It is what it is. But by the time he got to me, he showed me everything. He taught me the power of prayer. He taught me how to stay calm. My grandmother used to cuss him up and down and fuss and fight and da-da-da-da. And my grandfather always stayed calm. That's why if you know me, I don't get angry. It's hard to get me angry. That's why in the play that I'm in, it is the total opposite of me. It is 100% total opposite of me. So yeah, our role models need to be in our homes. It really does. Going back up, Michelle says this. I shared with my daughter, keep your business to yourself. My God. Let me tell y'all about social media. And I think that can jump onto social media. Back in the day, when we didn't have cell phones, the gossip was really into a small circle of folks. It didn't go down like that. It didn't get so widespread. It'd go through your church. It'd go through your school. But it land right there. Nowadays, with this social media crap, it can be social media. Social media can be your biggest curse or your biggest blessing. But it's how you choose. That's why when, these folks always putting on who they in a relationship with and putting, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's one thing. It's when you, it's one thing. Like me, I have my acting and model, and I try to put all the different projects out. But one thing about me, I bring people along with me. I get asked at least once a week, how can I get into acting? Even when I go to acting class, tell me what you doing, how you doing, how did you get this gig? How did you do that? And I share my information with them. That's one thing, to share your information on how to succeed, how to do this, how to do that. But there's a lot of personal information, especially on social media. I tell people all the time, stop telling people when you go on vacation. I'm in Jamaica having fun. No, y'all don't know I'm on a cruise ship until after I come back. And I'm sitting in my house, and then I post my pictures. Some stuff folks don't need to know. We don't need to know your every step. We don't need to. You got to stop all of that. I'm high on security, personal security. So I tell people all the time, stop putting your stuff out where you are, when you're gonna be there, and all that stuff. That's especially during holidays. That's how a lot of folks get houses get broken into. All right. So yeah, keep your business to yourself. There was a scripture, and I'm going to help you out. There was a scripture. I had an ex try to tell me to that, because I would share my sermons, or I would share the things that I'm doing in ministry. And she was like, the Bible says you're not supposed to tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. That ain't got nothing to do with sharing your business. What that means is, don't be trying to give yourself a pat on the back. If you're going to do something, do it and leave it alone. That's what that means. All right. Y'all good? I'm good. Those are some good, those are two good things, you know. Sharing with your daughter, keep your business to yourself. Just showing that you can make it, being the role model in your house by beating all odds. Got a master's degree. She got D has one of the greatest jobs. Man, I asked her, do she need an armor bearer? She never responded. But look, you know, I'm just trying to get them flight miles. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we are on. I'm going to do this because I said I was going to play this, and I usually play it at the top of the second hour. Where is it? There it is.
If people say your dreams are crazy, if they laugh at what you think you can do, good. Stay that way. Because what non-believers fail to understand is that calling a dream crazy is not an insult. It's a compliment. Don't try to be the fastest runner in your school or the fastest in the world. Be the fastest ever. Don't picture yourself wearing OBJ's jersey. Picture OBJ wearing yours. Don't settle for homecoming queen or linebacker. Do both. Lose 120 pounds and become an Iron Man after beating a brain tumor. Don't believe you have to be like anybody to be somebody. If you're born a refugee, don't let it stop you from playing soccer for the national team at age 16. Don't become the best basketball player on the planet. Be bigger than basketball. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. When they talk about the greatest team in the history of the sport, make sure it's your team. If you have only one hand, don't just watch football. Play it at the highest level. And if you're a girl from Compton, don't just become a tennis player. Become the greatest athlete ever. Yeah, that's more like it. So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough.
Numb from all the pain you're causing, hoping that
things would change, but you never gave me that option. There's so many things you don't do to make me overlook the wrong. This is not the way that love should be. I guess you're not the man.
Pack my bags made up my
look at you, got a crowd around you. Now you're the baddest thing I've seen tonight. So come on, girl, let's put it in flight. I've got the V12600 sitting outside at the door. So bring it on. By the way, your body's placed for, and it's a little something that a brother craves for. Yeah. It's a 3:15, girl. What's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. We've been talking since 2, girl. What you gonna do? Tell them that you're riding with me. It's a 3:15, girl. What's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. You've been frontin' since 2, girl. What you gonna do? I'll be chillin' at the embassy. What? While watching you move, I start to fantasize about the way I'm gonna put it on you tonight. So come on and ride shotgun. I got the bubbles, if you like it, we can pop some. I see me and you flossing in my coupe. Maybe we can peel back the roof and get it on. Did I see your body's place for? I like the little thing around your navel, baby. It's a 3:15, girl. What's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. We've been talking since 2, girl. What you gonna do? Tell them that you're riding with me. It's a 3:15, girl. What's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. You've been frontin' since 2, girl. What you gonna do? I'll be chillin' at the embassy. What? All I know is I'm not leaving here alone, yeah. Now you might be the baddest in the club to me, but shorty's got it bad and wanna fly with me tonight. So what you gonna do? Is it gonna be me and you? You gotta stop playing games, girl, you gotta stop faking moves. It's a 3:15, girl, what's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. We've been talking since 2, girl, what you gonna do? Tell them that you're riding with me. It's a 3:15, girl, what's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. You've been frontin' since 2, girl, what you gonna do? I'll be chillin' at the embassy. What? It's a 3:15, girl, what's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. We've been talking since 2, girl, what you gonna do? Tell them that you're riding with me. It's a 3:15, girl, what's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. You've been frontin' since 2, girl, what you gonna do?
You're listening to your boy J Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we are on. I want to twist this question. I hope y'all ready for this one. I want to twist this question around. Y'all ready? Because we've been talking about dealing with things that we need to share with our children, especially when they're young adults and stuff like that. So my question is this. What do you wish somebody would have told you? What do you wish your parents would have told you about life? What do you... Mine is this. This is mine. I wish someone would have told me that... Okay, let me I guess and everybody on here basically know me. When it comes to my ministry work and stuff like that, you know, I started out very young. And... I went through life and I thought I was supposed to be like everybody that I saw. So here I am, 15 years old, hanging around all of these old heads in the pastor's office, because I get to sit back there with the pastors and hang out with them and listen to them and see how they act. And I started emulating them, and I started trying to sound like them and try to preach like them and trying to do this like them and that. Like I can line a hymn in a minute. I can line a hymn in a minute. What I wish somebody would have told me, and every now and then I write a letter, I make a post to myself on my Facebook, and I share with the younger me. The one thing that I wish somebody would have told me is that, Jason, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to meet everybody's level of perfection that they want out of you. Because when you try to do it, you will literally, slowly kill yourself. And that's what I did growing up. was too busy trying to be perfect for everybody. When I first got married to my son's mother, I was so busy trying to be perfect for her, because she had this image of me. Had boys, and I tried to have that level of perfection for them. I started making it through the ranks of military, and so I had to be perfect for them. If you know my military background, I lost majority of them, but I could fill up 3 walls of awards that I had created for myself, being perfect in my mind. And the walls was caving in on me, and I lost Jason. Even in ministry, I made it through the ranks of ministry. Ended up my one of my last, my biggest accomplishment for me in ministry was Bishop Paul Morton coming up to me one day and say, "Hey, you got to preach the Sunday we get back from the conference." And Bishop ain't got no small church. Bishop Morton ain't got no small church. So for me, that was the highlight of my career, my preaching career. To be asked by Bishop Morton to preach. And I worked for Full Gospel. I was one of the, they call me my position was International Director of Customer Service, and I used to take care of churches, and I rolled with some of the top named bishops and all this other stuff. And as far as my ministry, I thought I was doing it. But guess what? And that's what this show is all about too. The title of this show is all about too. Life After the Collar. I stopped answering to Jason because I had lost Jason. I had somebody once tell me, and I didn't understand what they was talking about until latter years. They said, "When am I going to meet Jason? When am I going to meet Jason?" Yes, I always have been my comedic side. I always have been my fun side. I always had my serious side. I have all that, but I was never Jason. I was who people wanted me to be. And what you're getting now, especially on Life After the Collar, you're just getting Jason. My music taste, my conversation, all of this stuff is just being me. And I wish somebody would have slowed down. I wish an older preacher would have slowed down and say, "Hey, don't get beside yourself." I wish a husband of some sort would have pulled me to the side. Don't lose yourself in being a husband. I wish I had a man in my life when it came to trying to be perfect for my sons, to tell me you're not going to get it right every time. That fake Superman cape that you got under your clothes is not real. I wish somebody would have told me that. So that would have been one of the things that I wish somebody would have shared with me. What about y'all? What about you? What do you wish somebody would have told you? I thought I was trying to ramble on until somebody said something in the chat room. I guess y'all good. I guess y'all life is good. I know I'll be throwing shade. It is what it is. But that's what I wish somebody would have told me.
saw that night, and I tried to make it work. I tried to fit the plan. I gave it all I got. Can't you understand? If you love me, if you love me, set me free, baby. 'Cause we're holding on to nothing, nothing. If you love me, if you love me, set me free, set me free. I want more, I need more. Set me free if you love me. Set me free, set me free. Let me go, 'cause it's bad for me. We're holding on to nothing. Oh, if you love me, let me free.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. I proposed a question to the chat room and to those that are listening to the program. You know, what do you wish somebody would have told you if you was to have relived your life over with? If you had this nugget, what would it have been? What would you have wish you had known? And I shared mine. Deanna says this: I wish my parents would have told me that sometimes good things come to an end. And that means marriages ending in divorce. And that layoff happens within Fortune 500 companies. That's really good. That's real good right there. Because a lot of times we think that it's easy. Because even looking at my grandparents, when they was in a marriage and they had 50 plus years easy. I don't know what year it. I think it was like 60 something before they passed away. I wish that nugget there would have been, because they made it look easy. Well, here's what I'll put it in a different way. I took. And this is my issue even in relationships. I'm being honest with y'all. I thought that the way my grandparents survived turmoil in their lives and stuck together was supposed to be automatic. I thought, and I strive for that, and I thought that was the thing that was supposed to happen. And so when I got knocked off my block that, hey, I'm about to get a divorce and embarrass, my thing was, I'm going to embarrass my grandparents because they had 60 plus years. And so, yes, I wish somebody would have told me that good things sometimes does end up, Deanna put two good examples. Marriages ends in divorce, and that layoff happens at Fortune 500 companies. That's real good. Michelle says this: I wish someone would have told me that I can't help everybody. Oh my goodness. It's okay not to say no. It's okay to say no. I've learned that lesson and don't mind saying no. That is my biggest problem, as I learn that now. I don't have a problem with saying goodbye, because I can get to a point where I'm done with you and I'm like, okay, deuces. But a lot of times I put so much on me because they're real good friends of mine, and I let my time get to the point where I'm losing sleep trying to be every place at I'm trying to be there for everybody, because that person means so much to that person, means so much to that person, means to me, and I'm wearing myself out. So yes, I do have to learn how to say no more. So that's good. Whitney just chimed in and she said, not everyone deserves your loyalty. Be loyal to you first. That's good right there. That's good right there. Be loyal to you first. Not everybody deserves your loyalty. I learned yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know one of my greatest hurts in life came behind that statement there. came behind one that statement there. So yeah, that is not everybody deserves your loyalty. That's good. That's real good. But y'all can keep it going. We got about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. No, 15 minutes. We got about 15 minutes. And we'll shut it down. But if y'all got some more, let me know. Let me hear it. I want to hear it. All right? Holler at your boy. I want to hear this. I haven't heard this one in a while. So I want to hear this. Where is it? I must have deleted it off my playlist. Oh man, I really wanted to hear that song too. Oh, there it is.
Good night.
Man, I love that song there. I'm sorry I ended up not playing that other song. I thought I grabbed the wrong one, but I did want to hear that Michael Jackson song, the Jackson 5 song. But anyway, that was Out on the Limb, Tina Marie. Y'all remember Tina Marie. I want to do this real quick too. Whitney just made a really good comment. She said something that she wished somebody would have told her. You don't need everybody. You just need the right somebody. 4 quarters are just as valuable as 100 pennies. Ain't that the doggone truth? If that ain't the truth, I don't know what is. I used to try to think, like I'm supposed to have all these people around me, all these friends around me. My church is supposed to be this big. My peer group is supposed to be this big. I'm supposed to have all these. I'm supposed to hang out with these type of people. No. I need 1 or 2 good friends. That's all I need. That's all you need. 1 or 2 good ones. 1 or 2 good ones. That's the truth right there. You don't need everybody. You just need the right somebody. 4 quarters are just as valuable as 100 pennies. That's a good one. I'm going to play this last song and then we're going to...
that real talk, well, J Mad, he got ya. Right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J Mad.
Listen to J Mad weekdays on Spreaker.com.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out with your boy J Mad on Life After the Collar on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do, baby. This has been a great 3 days discussion. Really trying to start a mindset, because I made a post earlier this week that said, in order to break generational curses, you have to cultivate generational blessings. One of the things that we have to, especially in our community, is learn how to generate blessings, emotional, spiritually, and financial blessing for our children. We have to cultivate that mindset, that attitude, that atmosphere, so that we can break some of these generational curses that's on our lives, on our family lives, that's on our children's lives. I'll end up getting in on our grandchildren and stuff like that. In order to break generational curses, we have to cultivate generational blessing. That's all this conversation was about. That's all it was about. That's all it was about. I hope that you all enjoyed this show. I know I really did. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Thursday. Let's talk about it again Thursday. It is all good. It's all gravy. It's all good. It's all gravy. Y'all keep y'all president in prayer, our country in prayer. The states that was hit with this hurricane. Y'all keep the church body in prayer. And most of all, y'all keep each other in prayer, all right? We love you all. We'll see y'all next time. We'll holler. We'll make it do just what it's supposed to do. We're going to go out with this jam right here. Matter of fact, yeah, we just do it this way.
Yes, living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, waking up, thanking God. Every day is feeling just like Sunday. Wifey fly by my side. Green light, everything is going my way. Riding clean, living dreams. Just left the barber and I'm feeling like Midas. Heard him say, give him praise. What's in the water got you acting like this? Ain't a day go by that I don't try to thank the Lord up above. And if you wonder why I'm loving life, come close and I'll tell you what's up. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes, living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes, living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, playing cards, laughing hard, barbecuing, waking up the whole block. Music loud, turning out. Little kids are breaking out the bus stop. Life is good, really good. And every moment, no, I can't